What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
I'm your buddy Big Johnny G. Thank you so much for joining me here at Two Gun Pixie for Tabletop Takeout. This is a show where I give a bullet point review, not full-on review, but bullet point review as to why myself, Tom Vulo, or one of the many 20-sided warriors, I've enjoyed a particular title once it's hit that table. And this time, I want to talk about something I kickstarted, and I'm glad that I did. And as you saw from the thumbnails, that's Arkeis. So, in a nutshell, I gotta say the very first thing that I really like about it, what drew me to the game originally, and I still really love about the game, is the setting. I mean, you're looking at a 1920s Egyptian archaeological investigation adventure game. With legacy, and I'll get to this, with legacy aspects to it, legacy style gaming, but not really being a legacy game, just some of the better points. Yeah, everything about this game just really grabbed me by the throat, grabbed me by the beard right here, and pulled me into wanting this game, and I'm so glad that I got it, and I've played it. Now, first of all, the decisions. Like I said, it's legacy-ish. So yes, the decisions that we're making in the game as we play it is affecting things down the road. How well we do per adventure is also affecting how things and paths open up down the road. So we've already played through much of the game, and there's so much of it that we haven't played through. I'm not talking about what's up and coming. I mean, just what we didn't get a chance to do because we did something else. I'm liking that a hell of a lot. We are finding the story very engaging and highly immersive. It's not just a typical dungeon delve, kick in the door, and squash the monsters. We're not seeing that here. Instead, we're getting a full-blown story. We're following a story while at the same time creating it step by step as we're going. And the story, it's blowing us away. But that's not the only thing that we can't get enough of, and that's the miniatures. The minis in this game, holy shnikey. They are very, very well detailed. These are some very cool minis. Without being cool minis, if you know what I mean. But besides the inside joke, yes, these are amazingly fun to look at. They are great, highly detailed miniatures that really bring to life the fact that this is more than just ancient Egyptians, 1920s archaeological stuff, but throwing in that steampunk aspect that's prevalent through just about every encounter that you're going to be having. Gives it a little bit of a different twist. As a fresh breath of life, I think, to the theme. Kudos. I'm glad they did it this way. Now the characters. I love the characters. The different types of characters that they have, and the characters' personalities and backgrounds. Besides, of course, the miniatures look amazing, right? But the characters feel alive. They feel more than just two-dimensional characters on a piece of paper with information written about them. They kind of beg you to bring them to more life. I'm not saying that this is a role-playing board game by any means, but still, there's something about these characters that's so well done that they come to life in your mind like a well-written novel character, I think. And besides that, the characters get better in the game. The characters are going to advance. Their skills are going to be getting better. Their equipment is going to be getting better. So without using levels, this is a sort of a skill-based increasement game where your characters are going to be getting better. And on a side note, with the components of the game, comes little tuck boxes for each and every individual investigative hero. So as your hero is uncovering things, information, getting cards with information, cards with equipment on it, items, relics, you're keeping your own stuff between games in your own tuck box, which is designed to look like a backpack. And they all look different. Each individual Hero Investigator has their own look, their own style to these backpacks. So you between sessions, you just save everything in the tuck box. So at the start of the next game session, everyone is ready to go. Everything you've acquired so far is right there in your box. And there's also a tuck box, a general tuck box, just for the adventuring party itself. They really went all out on making this thematically feel with the components as rich as the game feels in story. Now, as far as other components of this game goes, I have to say that one of them really moved me. And that's the 10-fold dungeon box system that it uses. Now, I've seen this and experienced it before, most notably with Firefly Brigands and Brigades, and with the Conan Tower of the Elephant game. Both use 10-fold box, or at least 10-fold box style. This affected me so much. I was so impressed by the Desert Tomb Ancient Egyptian style of 10-fold box, a box within a box within a box. So you have all these larger and smaller boxes that fit inside each other, and this makes it very modular. So every session, we are setting up the board in different configurations. And it looks fantastic. The artwork on these boxes really bring everything to life. Look exactly the way you pretty much expect a steampunk-based ancient Egyptian tomb, a pyramid, is going to come off as. It does bring it to life on the table, makes everything pop. And on the side note, because of that, I ended up going to the company, particularly 10-fold Dungeons directly, and buying several of their boxes for their sci-fi sets, because I was looking for sci-fi terrain, and it worked so well with the Egyptian. And I'm still happy about that. Now, we have also found this game not only to be balanced well with story plot lines, but also a balance between straight-out combat as well as problem solving, puzzle solving, dealing with situations like that, besides just bashing in some mechanical scarab beetles. And that balance does help make the game feel fuller. We've been appreciating the difference in the balance back and forth between sometimes combat, sometimes puzzles, sometimes both. It keeps us on our toes. Atmospherically, everything is on point with this game. From the miniatures to the components to the box tiles, it all hits its mark. Amazingly so. I'm glad that I went in and got this game in Kickstarter with all the bells and whistles. It made a huge difference, I think, to me, that I had everything, because I can be a bit of a completionist. And it's more than just a completionist. It's working well together. Everything I'm happy with. Ron is happy with. The 20-sided warriors that have played a few games here and there have also been very happy with everything. It's the kind of game that we do want to keep going back to. Now that says a lot, especially when you have a collection of about 800 games or so like I do. To have one that you want to keep going back to, that speaks volumes. So, have you played Arkeis? If so, what are your thoughts on the game? Put it down in the comment. Let's share. That's what we're all here for. So thank you for checking this out. I'm your buddy Big John G for Two Gun Fixer presents Legendary Gaming, and I am out of here.